In 1929, the stock market crashed, but unlike many businesses, Insull's, like Henry Ford's, survived and he was still up and running. He continued all his business as usual and donated $100 million to the city of Chicago to pull it through the Depression. Eventually, he was forced to borrow more money from the Eastern banks. Gradually, these banks owned so much stock that it caused Insull to fall millions of dollars in debt and he became unemployed. But why did Insull's empire collapse?
Mr. Insull tried to shore up his companies by investing in them, as well as reassuring the public that his companies were sound. And in many ways, at the generating station level, they were still generating lots of electricity. But he had built a pyramid of corporate stocks and bonds to control it, and these essentially collapsed. The politics were involved in this process. Concerned Franklin Delano Roosevelt, running against the Power Trust and calling, at a famous speech in California, railing against Ishmaels and Insulls as malefactors of the public.
Whenever the unethical competitor, the reckless promoter, the Ishmael or Insull whose hand is against every man's, declines to join in achieving an end recognized as being for the public welfare.
Well, it was a series of things. One of which had to do with the buyout of Eaton or Cyrusite, rather, EATON, and that really sucked up a lot of cash, cash they would later need in order to weather the depression, which he didn't have.
After he went bankrupt, many people felt as if he tricked them into buying his stock and started sending him threatening letters. Soon afterwards, Insull moved to Paris. The press viewed this more as escaping the law, and when Insull learned about the new allegations against him, he fled to Italy, Greece, and Turkey. When he arrived in Turkey, however, the Turkish government immediately seized him and handed him in to the U.S. On October 2nd, 1934, Samuel Insull was tried for mail embezzlement. The government focused mainly on the amount of evidence, but the validity of the evidence was never mentioned. One of the jurors was a former sheriff and commented that, quote, he had never heard of a band of crooks who thought up a scheme, wrote it all down, and kept an honest and careful record of everything they did, unquote. After the jury retired, it took them 5 minutes to reach a verdict. Insull was found not guilty on all accounts.
Arrived in this country, all I had in the world was $200 and the promise of a job as secretary to Mr. Thomas Ayres. Today I haven't that $200 or a job either. When the whole story is told, as it will be told, you may say I made mistakes, but you'll know I was not dishonest.
Through his innovation and hard work, Samuel Insull made electricity an everyday resource that improved the lives of people and was a huge accomplishment that lit the way for the advancement of modern technology. Although in the end he died deeply in debt, Samuel Insull led the United States into the modern society it is today.